Good morning and welcome to the Crafty Canary. This is our third video in a series on simple sourdough making, and today we're going to split the dough in half and form the loaves and bake the bread and eat it. So this is our last one. It's going to be delicious. So as I showed you in the last video, our bread has risen, our dough has risen, and we're going to take it out of the bowl, put it onto our floured board, floured surface, whatever surface you want to use. It's nice and big. So I'm going to split it in half to make two loaves. I have this pastry cutter here I like to use, and then I'm just going to kind of stretch and pull and form it into a nice loaf. And I have here a baking sheet with parchment paper. You can grease your baking sheet or put parchment paper. I like to do parchment paper. I'm just going to do one baking sheet today. Sometimes I'll do two smaller ones, but I'll just do one for ease today and put it on the baking sheet and stretch this out a little bit. Get it into a good shaped loaf. Put it on my baking sheet. And I'll move it over here so you can see it. There we go. And then I'm going to take some plastic wrap and I'm going to spray it with olive oil. I have one of these Misto sprayers that I can put any kind of oil in, but I like to keep olive oil in it. So just a greased piece of plastic wrap. However you want to grease it. You can brush olive oil on it. You can spray cooking spray on it. You can brush butter on it, but it'll help give a little bit more color to your loaves. It'll help them be brown. All right, so now I'm gonna let this sit and rise for another couple hours. So this is our last rise, last time we have to do this. Let it sit for another couple of hours and then we'll come back and bake the loaves. Okay, we're ready to bake. These have risen for a couple of hours and I've preheated the oven to 425. So let's take this plastic wrap off and look at the loaves. See how nice and puffy they've become? And our next step, we're going to spray with some lukewarm water and slash a couple of gashes into the top. That'll let a little bit of the air out. I'm going to do this pretty quick and get them in the oven pretty fast so they don't deflate too much. And into the oven. And I'll set the timer for 25 minutes and I will be back when they cool down to show you how they look and taste. See you in a minute. So my bread has baked for 25 minutes in a 425-degree oven, and it's come out nice and beautiful and puffy and golden brown. And I let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes and then moved it to the rack, and it's pretty much cool. So we're gonna cut into it and see how it looks on the inside and how it tastes. So here's the end piece. Nice and pretty. Let's cut one more slice. Still a little soft, still a tiny bit warm, but that'll mean it tastes really good. So you can see those bubbles, those air holes that it gets from the rising. Let's give it a taste. That's really good. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have fun with sourdough. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Thanks.